I made the call. He was somebody that was available. We thought it would be a long shot, but I said we have to at least try. I made the call, had a good conversation with him on the phone, explained what I was trying to do here, spoke a bit about the club. I then met him and showed him the training ground and different facilities that we have. I think every time I spoke to him, I thought this has got more chance of happening, because he was willing. He bought into the project and what we want to try and do. He understood, that at League Two we don't want to be here. We want to try and climb the leagues again and be a team that is successful, and he wanted to be a part of it. Yeah, I think every signings definitely gave me a boost, and the players have had a boost over the summer, and they've worked extremely hard. So when Chris has came in, he's like the other signings. He's added to the group and gave it a boost, and he done a little bit of work with the team today, but he's a couple of weeks behind, and he'll need to work on his own to catch up and then be ready to train with the group full time. I was disappointed, but there's nothing we could have done as a football club to make it happen. We'd done everything our end, and it was Sheffield United's end that didn't hold up their part of the bargain, and that is football. It wasn't signed, sealed and delivered, and whilst they got player of the tournament, we always run the risk of that happening. So it's football, we move on, no hard feelings with Sheffield United or Chris Wilder. He called me up and was man enough to tell me, and we move on from it and look at other options. There's other areas we might look to bring in, but I think the shape, the formation, the style of play is taking shape. I can see a team forming, and midfield is the one area that needs some competition and needs a few bodies in there. Yeah, he's been fine. He's not doing full training with the team as yet. He's doing a lot of work with physios and some goalkeeping work, but the players have came back in fantastic shape. They've came back with a real enthusiasm. There's been no injuries in the first 2 weeks, which is always important, so we're delighted with how it's went, and we have to continue day in, day out and week in, week out to keep pushing it and improving throughout the whole season, not just to the first game but throughout the whole season. We aren't going to set the hills on fire in this first week. We are going into every game fatigued, so every player is not at 100% because of the energy they're expending in games. We'll be training in the morning before we play the games in the evening, which isn't a norm. So it's an important exercise in terms of taking training ground practice into match situations and trying to improve on that before we go away next week.